doing my sprouting. So what I have to do is I have to rinse them and drain them. And so I got a few little tricks up my sleeve. I found, what do you call this? A filter for a coffee maker. And I have a bunch of them. So this one didn't fit. So I'm going to use this to drain because it has the fine mesh, and I've been having a hard time draining them because the lentils fall out and then I lose them, right? So anyway, I have one that is starting to sprout. The other ones haven't started to sprout yet, so see that? And the water that I drain them with, or I rinse them with, is lukewarm. It's not real hot, it's not real cold, it's kind of in between, so you're going to hear the water running. I've been trying to do this all morning. Something always comes up. Okay, so we're going to rinse them, then I'm going to drain them. So basically, I just put it in this jar, and then I put my hand in, I just kind of swish them around a little. But they're getting sprouts, so I'm excited about that. And then basically, I just put it in here. And it drains really nice. See that? It drains really nice. So actually, I'm going to run this under the water, and that's what I mean. It actually works really good this way because I can run it under the water and it leaks out. The water leaks out, and then I just put it back in the container. So. You gotta be creative. So these are the only ones that have sprouted. I've made 4 of them, 4 jars, and this is the only one that has a lot of sprouts in it. So I don't know if I did something wrong. What I'm thinking is maybe I didn't put enough apple cider vinegar in when I was soaking them the first time. So I have that, it's all done. And I have these kind of handmade. This is from making jam that I made over the winter. I had a bunch of these. So I used this, and the mason jar lids are too big. So I have to put a little piece of tin foil in there in order to keep them on. But I mean, it's been working, right? So then I guess I just leave it to sprout. Now don't forget, I'm a rookie at this, right? This is the first time I've ever done it. So I'm going to leave it like this and let it get some air. So I leave it tilted on an angle. And I've got my coffee, so I've got 3 more to do. Now the other ones have not sprouted at all. I think this one has 1 or 2 sprouts inside, but I mean it all has to be rinsed, right? So I have 4 of them. We're going to rinse the 4 of them, put them back, and they need to be underneath. I have them underneath the light on the stove because I don't have anything else. So you do what you got to do, right? I do know that I had purchased some sprouting trays one time, but I didn't know what they were for back then. So my daughters took them because my daughters wanted to do sprouting because it's healthy. And so they took them. But at that point in time, I wasn't into it. I wasn't doing sprouting, so. And that's all there is to it. And then I just put the lids back on, and I put them back on the tray and let them do their thing. So I do remember doing this when I was a kid. Now, they sprouted a lot quicker than these. These lentils are stubborn. They're stubborn. Like, there is not many sprouts in this one, nor is there in this one, right? There's not many sprouts in there. Oh, I can see a few sprouting. I don't know how to show you that. So this is the 3rd jar, and there's a few tiny sprouts. I think that's one there. But anyway, it has to be rinsed, so. Has to be rinsed, and apparently, if you get, if you open it up and there's a smell, that's because you're not rinsing it enough, and that's going to rot your lentils. And you don't want that to happen, so you want to rinse them, right? So I'm wondering why the one jar of sprouts, why it hasn't even started to sprout. So, like I said, I'm a rookie, so I am a rookie. Yeah, some of these haven't even the outer casing hasn't broken off, but here's one of the outer casings. I don't know if you can see that. So that comes off the lentils. So that's why it's important to soak them, right? So, and but I remember being a kid and doing this, and we put it in a paper towel, and the paper towel was kept moist. I think we even had a spray bottle. You know, I'm thinking maybe that might work if I had a spray bottle, and instead of taking them out, I don't know, I think they say you're supposed to drain them because of the casings, but if I had a spray bottle, I could kind of like spray them, right? You know, so, I mean, they might not be, maybe they're just not getting enough air, and I lay them on the tray like that on an angle. So I have one more to do. And once again, that one has just a few sprouts. So this is the last one. Oh, I'm having a rough hair day. I'm telling you. When you got curly hair, you don't have to worry about going out in the rain because it looks like that all the time. Yeah. I don't need to pay money to get a perm. Trust me. At all. Yeah, some of these haven't even started. So I've got two of my jars that haven't sprouted. And I was kind of thinking that it might be the shape of the jars, but to be honest with you, it's two different jars that aren't sprouting, the long one and one of the short ones. So here's another casing that has come off. So that's basically why you have to... yeah, and it's good because look, they stay right in this little coffee thing. So I don't know, maybe it'll work for one of you guys. Maybe that's something that you need to do with yours too. So, and then we'll put the lid on this, and then I'll put them back on underneath the light at the stove, and leave it for another 3 hours, 4 hours. Yeah, there's not much sprouting in that one, maybe one or two. So, and that's it. And I'm going to put them right over here, underneath the light. So I've got a few sprouts. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to get a jar full and make a salad with it or put it in my soups, however it may be. But this is day 3, and I was hoping that day 3 I would have some sprouts, which I do. I have a few, but I find the brown lentils are very slow to sprout. Now, I remember when I was a kid, we used to do the beans. I think it was the white beans and the brown beans, maybe kidney beans, and they used to sprout really, really quickly. But these lentils, they have... I think their casing on the outside is really hard to get off, so you have to really soak it. So the first time you soak it, so make sure you soak it in apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons. In one of those small round jars, I put 2 tablespoons. And in the one that I put the 2 tablespoons, in the one I put the 2 tablespoons, the casings came off quicker. So I started to get sprouts maybe into the first part of the second day. Well, this is the 3rd day, and I'm still waiting on some sprouts. So I shall see you on the next video. The good Lord be willing. Keep our fingers crossed that we have some sprouts. Bye.